God is even getting underway straight away here on FACEIT TV. It's Aerowalk as the first map between these two players. And let's have a look at how things go off the spawn here. We have dem0n there with the yellow pickup and a lot of MG damage, but definitely the worst spawn. God working these angles, leaving the red up, trying to get any damage he can. Gets that pick up there. So he's going to be looking to apply some pressure now at this point. The Mega coming up in 15 seconds. Look at this interception onto dem0n. dem0n, oh, in a world of trouble. They're getting caught completely off guard. Oh God, I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep making that pun. And I don't even do it on purpose. It just happens. So guard here, trying to guard the Mega. But it's not working out very well for him as dem0n gets the frag, the Mega. He's going to get the health and the red. So now dem0n is the one who can apply some pressure, and Aerowalk always a back and forth map. And in fact, talking of Aerowalk, this is the CZM map. I mean, the thing is, it's fair to say, I mean, maybe not in the recent generations, but when this map came out,
yeah, maybe the Quake 3 version.
You had quite the notoriety on that map.
That's a fun map.
So, do you think that it's changed somewhat in any way? Or, well, I mean, it's changed a little bit. I mean, we have a shorter time limit. We have the different damages and the weapons, and the movement's a bit different. That's a tiny bit different as well. But overall, gameplay-wise,
I would say not so much. Just besides that, it's Quake Live now, so you can move faster. You can rush with lightning gun a bit more effectively. And there's another green armor now, I guess, on the map. I think so.
Do you think that's a good addition?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think I like the. I kind of liked how the area around the yellow armor was closed off in the earlier version in Quake 3, because I feel like it let you trap people with the rockets a bit more effectively. But now that Quake Live has faster rockets, you kind of need this wider area, I think. And I think it makes the yellow armor a bit more.
Whoa! And this grenade's really proving to help dem0n out massively. He's got the Mega mid-fight and managed to just survive there, pulls things back, gets momentum back, and it's always such a what is it called, tug of war
back and forth, yeah,
on Aerowalk. dem0n is falling back, and he's got not much help to work with, so guard is really in with an opportunity to. I don't know whether he's going to decide to go for the kill. Looks like he is going to go for the kill. Oh my God, he gets talafragged as well. Just an easy frag onto dem0n. I was going to say, it's like he has an option to just set up a defense for Mega, because it wasn't too far away, but instead he just goes straight for the kill, gets telefragged. That red armor.
So here I wonder if dem0n knows how soon the yellow is after the red, because if he had done maybe a second earlier to the red, he would have. Okay, looks like he might have a chance for the yellow as well. But nope.
And red and Mega synced, so that's going to leave the player in control dem0n to just stay on this Mega side, because then he's going to be able to take that and apply damage constantly, leave the red up. It's in such a horrible spot. dem0n can cover that and just always fall back onto that Mega. So this is a really good spot for dem0n if he can, you know, force guard to go towards the red. And so far, they are having issues, so we're going to a quick pause. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. So yeah, guard and dem0n so far having a very close game. It's very typical of Aerowalk what we're seeing here. I don't think anything that abnormal. I mean, we saw a telefrag, but at the same time, guard was in a position where he only had 100 armor. dem0n, I think actually, well, that telefrag more or less cost guard a lot. That's probably the most decisive thing that's happened so far. Guard could have played a little bit more defensively. Could have hung back for for the Mega or something. But instead, he goes aggressive. It doesn't pay off. And now dem0n is the one who's got a bit of momentum. He's got the good position because Mega and red are spawning at the same time. I think that's usually a good thing for the player in control on this map, because typically other maps it's not so good. But here it gives him a lot of opportunities to like maybe bait the red, keep position, and so on.
It depends. If guard gets strong enough to secure the position above red before dem0n can, okay, looks like they're resuming. So fight. Yeah, no, dem0n has some options here. If he can get this Mega and he can keep guard out of the red for long enough, he can possibly secure the yellow. The question is if he can weaken him enough.
Yeah, dem0n
is going straight for the red.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a very strong stack building up from me. This is actually, God is doing quite well for armor as well. He's got over 100, which on Aerowalk is often pretty good, and he's landed some great rocket damage to equalize the stack deficit that he had against dem0n. So God with some really handy rockets there, good prediction, but that rail coming in from dem0n might be the cue to go for it. Is indeed, and that's going to be Guard whisking himself away there to a better, a more safer position, allow himself some ability to escape. His stuff gets really bad, and look at the LG work coming from Guard. Really nice onto dem0n there. dem0n landing a rail onto Guard as he picks up the Mega, coming in for the aggression, and Guard having to fall back to the red area. So it's very like back and forth fights here, and so far it's dem0n that's coming out on top with the damage. 1 health remaining for Guard here. He's in a very tough position as he falls back, and sometimes I feel like on Airwalk, when you get really low health, you have to almost throw your life away, because I mean, those positions where you're not, not able to apply pressure because you're like skulking around the map looking for health, it feels like that's really bad on Airwalk. You always want to be attacking.
So I think it depends a lot upon whether there's health up on the map. So if you're low on health and there's health up, you definitely want to soak it all up before you die, just because that means when you do damage to your opponent and you respawn, you won't be able to get his health back. If there's no health up on the map, then I think it's sometimes better to sacrifice the point and restock. But
that's definitely a very good thing to think about on this map in particular, the health management. I think it's very underestimated as well, the power of it, and they Guard managing to cut down dem0n just before that Mega spawns, gets a rocket off the spawn, and dem0n there screaming below. Can do nothing but fall to the shaft right there. Guard is Guard, looking to get a lot more damage, and he's really pulling things back. Now the rocket jump up to that red. Great rockets coming in from dem0n though, and there even the frag just turn things around and gets the rockets off the spawn. Guard is screaming now as he goes down as well. So back and forth, so Airwalk. Is there anything you'd say about dem0n's play so far on Airwalk? Because he's in the leader right now, it's not really solidified in any sense.
Right.
But any notable things from his style or his decision making that?
I like some of the traps he's laid with rockets, and those have paid off pretty well, like in that last game.
Definitely seems to be, again, like Guard also, I was going to say as well, like Guard as well has some great rocket work to really put himself in the game, keep himself in the game. When he's in stack deficits, and there even more good work as he puts frag back to back off the spawns, gets even another bit of damage from the spawn rocket there, but Guard left too weak and will actually fall. He did a lot of good work there, and off the spawn he's on this red armor position. dem0n attacking aggressively up the stairs, going to be able to get that red armor, but he's got 21 points of health. Is there any health up for him? Not just yet, and Guard is aware of this.
I would call that a mistake by Guard right there. It looked like he thought dem0n was lower than he was, so he pushed for the kill when he really should have just been getting the 75 armor up on the weak side of the map.
dem0n here trying to defend, do some efficient damage before he dies. He does a pretty good job. 8 health left on Guard, and gets the crucial clutch rail there just before Guard can put himself onto that Mega, and that will be a Mega for dem0n instead. dem0n really stacked right now. This is looking great for him as we move into 3 minutes remaining on this game. dem0n has a monster stack as the grenades are laying left, right and center around that yellow armor area. dem0n manages to avoid them, and Guard slips away once again. The Guard himself has some good stack to work with, 100 armor, but coming up the jump pad he gets caught, but the rockets will save him as they're both left. Oh, great rocket through that gap there to get the frag, but they're both left so low, and Guard has to find some more health. There we go, got the 25s. dem0n with the rail pickup, just managing to whiff that one though, to Guard's satisfaction as he tries to push onto this Mega position, but it's not for a while. I don't know if he thinks it's spawning, I'm not sure, but either way he's gonna get a good chance to pressure this position at red now as he pushes aggressively up the stairs. dem0n now pulling out his shaft as well, and 8 health remaining. dem0n landing so much damage there, really unbelievable, and Guard, that really halts his momentum. He has to find health. I mean, he can't really worry about pressuring, he's just got to worry about surviving now. Mega up on the spot, dem0n picks it up. 11 for 11 scoreline. It's pretty close right now. dem0n up on the stairs. He gets back-to-back rails again. dem0n hitting 40% rail, and Guard only 35 at the moment. Guard coming in aggressively for more action. He wants more. He wants to really put the hurt on dem0n, get his stack a bit low, get his options for follow-ups off the spawn available to him. And right now, dem0n is pretty healthy. 72 armor, 100 health. dem0n with just one frag and lead. It's a minute and a half left in this one. as he spots the grenades cascading down the stairs. He has his eyes open with that rail ready in hand. Rocket jump up, wow, great little flick through the gap. And again as well, dem0n. Oh, but Guard returns with 2 of his own. And I mean, dem0n did such amazing work there with those rails. But Guard is actually replying in kind and gets the frag as well and gets the tie game as well. So that is quite incredible. I was not expecting that at all. And Guard even hitting his shots here up the stairs. Pretty hard shots to hit as Guard falls back, inevitably taking too much damage as dem0n manages to scoop himself up a red. But how good will it be here over the mega defense? Looks like it's going to be pretty clean as now dem0n gets your beauty for an attack.
Oh, this is great for dem0n. Looks like he's going for this.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Didn't see that coming.
That looked pretty awesome.
I mean, that could have sealed the game for him there for sure. He had all the armor he ever needed. He had all the time synced up, and then.
And now he's got to do something crazy. He just has to do something crazy. It looks like is he going to wait? He just needs 1 frag, so he can wait for some armor. But look at that prediction rocket from Guard there. 1 rail coming from dem0n, gets mega as well. This is his opportunity. He has to go for it. He's got 10 seconds left. I hope that he's aware of that. It's 5 seconds now. He just needs 1 frag. He's going to go for it. Guard is there, pushing himself around the corner. dem0n's got to go for it. No time, and that's going to be map number 1 for Guard, and that's a great result. What a close game that was, and what a decisive moment with the grenades. I got to see that on a replay at some point with a nice camera angle, because that looked pretty pretty good. And dem0n even saying the luckiest frag ever.
I don't know.
Looked pretty. He was stacked. He was really stacked.
He was stacked and he was walking. He thought he was sneaking around the corner. And then 3 grenades, yeah.
I thought it was going to work as well. It looked like it was. It looked really sneaky. It looked like he absolutely had that situation, just creeping around, all the grenades going over his head. And then that one last one, just hitting him in the face, pushing him into another one. And then the rockets as well. But Furious Heights is map number 2, and this is where dem0n put his foot down against the opponent that was Guard, the Polish player. Managed to win 28-1 or something. Quite a insane result. And as we let them know we're ready, we just wait for them to get underway. And there we go. They have started the countdown. So map number 2 is match point for Guard here on the second game of the day on Group A. dem0n versus Guard. Here we go. Off on Guard to begin with. And is there going to be another ridiculous start? It looks like the standard split instead.
Guard not going for the rail yet.
What do you like off of the start spawns on this? Because typically players converge onto the second red armor spawn, but sometimes, and it's actually happened a lot, that we see aggressive moves, really aggressive moves coming in before and not even around the red armor area. But it looks like this was somewhat standard, and dem0n taking a rail there.
Yeah, I prefer exactly what Guard got, I think.
Position and damage.
Getting a rail and then being able to defend mega just by overwhelming stack advantage.
I definitely like it. If you can hit the shots, you're confident you can hit the shots. The position, maintain position, do the damage is definitely really nice to see.
I mean, he can even push with this red. He's not quite quick enough. But
yeah, maybe not so diligent on reading of the stacks there after dealing so much damage. I mean, is it something that you do a lot? Do you like really try to count health and armor of your opponent when you deal damage?
I mean, my mental model for it, I think, is maybe rounded to the nearest 25, and it's not something I actively count. It's more just something I kind of know from experience and intuition.
You like really feel it.
Yeah. Like there's this. I mean, I think most players, when they've played enough, you know, they know exactly how long it should take to shaft someone
exactly.
dead.
You always stop at the exact moment.
Yeah, you
indeed.
can stop at the last bolt. So.
And dem0n's creeping around there. A lot of engagements. dem0n was trying desperately to get onto Guard with the interceptions there, but Guard managing to just slip her away each time. Very slippery Lithuanian player. As he's waiting, defending this red armor position, he will pick it up, but at the cost of a rail, and I think that is a cost that dem0n is quite happy with, because he's only netting 20 armor there, and as dem0n hides around this pillar, and the bridge. We have this typical classic fight over the Mega. The guy's just going to dive straight for it, and that's going to be a Mega for him, but also a lot of damage in return, and whether that was worth it remains to be seen. This guy at least does have position on the red. Enough of time was delayed onto dem0n that allowed him to make that pickup safely. He even gets the yellow as well, so looks like after that Mega situation, after guard being very aggressive, he actually comes away much better. The 50 armor leads there, but that rocket is going to help to tie up the stacks and make them more even. And Mega and Red are spawning at the same time, and here comes guard with the drop down, gets one bit of rocket damage, some shaft as well. dem0n going to back away towards that. Guard going to back away towards that Red, and they just decide to split. And I feel like dem0n got the better of this though.
Yeah, he got the Mega, and there's plenty of armor around the map right now. But I imagine guard still has about 100 hit point armor advantage. So this is an interesting fight here. If he can hit one grenade, he'll be in good shape to drop. Otherwise, he might be wasting a little bit too much time and lose his chance on the red. It's the question of, oh wow, dem0n's pushing.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about that. Like he had the stack to do it, and his opponent was shooting grenades and kind of out of position, not even near the corner. So catching him in the open, and once again he does exactly the same, catching him in the open as now the Mega is up on the spot. dem0n prowling around below, going through a teleporter, lands a good long-range rail there. Oh, and hits the second flick as the drop comes from guard. Really fantastic rail work from the Belgian there, as now he is able to even defend and pick up the red. So actually, I mean, it's a very laboured frag. It took him almost 4 minutes to make it happen, but he did it in style, he did it convincingly, and now he even has control. It was a clean enough frag to really give him some good power pushing through the remaining minutes of this game. But let's see what guard can do, as he is on 65 points of armor right now, creeping around the lower areas around the Mega, trying to get some sound cues, trying to get some information, maybe some spam rockets. He can catch his opponent with the element of surprise. That would be fantastic there. He's going to go for the rocket, and some great shaft damage as well. And he does take a rail though. It's so nice until that point. And he even takes another one as he picks up the red. But he's doing okay though. Guard seems in decent shape. And he's actually even going to go a little bit more aggressive as dem0n. I like that though. dem0n had the rail out. He's going to close the distance, make dem0n's life hard. dem0n misses the rail there. That's a huge amount of damage for guard. I love that little play.
Yeah, some great shots by dem0n, and now we get another one of these situations where no armor is coming up for a few seconds. So dem0n should rush here, I think.
And there the Mega up on the spot again, dem0n.
This is a tough call for guard. He makes it.
Oh, but dem0n is landing these rails really. He's hitting 50%, and I think guard's really feeling it, but guard himself is also hitting 50%. So both players are able to compete evenly on the aim. So
I think they both got down to 5 and 10 health there.
They both risk rail each other again, but as you said, you know.
But now it's ending in dem0n's favor because he hit his back to the armor in that fight.
And guard with 5 health and no armor. He's going to get caught in the open here at Mega. This is surely another frag for dem0n. Guard cannot let himself be known. Cannot let. Oh, but he goes for the rail. That could be. Oh, gets another one. I was going to say the first one is actually kind of bad because he gives away his position, and the dem0n just has to breathe on him and he'll die. And guard actually hit the second one, and he was like, "Whoa, I'm going to back away now."
Yeah, that was really do or die for guard there, and he made it. So
yeah, that's a decision I don't think I ever would make. I think I would just cower away. It's just like, please don't.
Yeah.
But guard has some balls on him. As again, he is occupying the same area as before. dem0n trying to find his way in, but not quite working just yet. As he now has 200 armor, so he's feeling a little bit more confident about himself, about his ability to come back in this game. But if guard is able to survive for much longer, you could see some interesting stuff as he builds up his stack. He has 86 armor now. Yellow would really put him into a situation where he can try and take a fight, but look at the rail. That's going to deny guard options now.
It's pretty good on guard's part though to keep the lead to only 1 point.
Yeah, that is awesome. And dem0n is hitting so much.
Yeah.
He gets all these situations to hit the rails, and he just doesn't waste them at all. And as you say, guard managing to survive all the time. He's just hiding in so many different spots around the map. He's still managing to deal damage here and there. Still managing to keep dem0n on edge. Still managing to pick things up here and there. But there finally, this prediction rockets from dem0n.
Yeah.
Will spell the end of God, and that's 2 frags now and 3 minutes remaining in this Furious Heights. And it's looking pretty good for dem0n. He's holding on pretty damn well, and God's going to get caught again off the spawn. Nowhere to go, back against the wall. dem0n will cleanly take the frag. As now dem0n again is just looking super good, and God is really not liking his chances. He feels very out of the game at this point. And I got to say that from the way dem0n's been playing, it's been so cautious, so composed. I really don't disagree with with God, but look at that. As we say that, God actually manages to get a huge amount of damage. dem0n dropping his guard for, oh God, God damn it, why would I? What else? How else can I put that? I don't even know. But dem0n, I don't know, becoming a little bit more
dropping his defenses.
Yeah, there we go. Or like becoming a little bit more complacent, something like that. And God has an opportunity, but all these rockets coming in from dem0n are so good, and God's gonna actually fall down there at the red armor. That was the place to make his stand. His game-winning move was that red defense, but he just completely fluffed it. And dem0n's gonna be able to swing things back in his favor. But here comes God aggressively. God needs to make something happen. He knows it, and God is going to try and do it right here, right now. 78 points of health remaining, 50 now. He's got a Rockets, he's got LG, and he's got a dem0n on 60 points of health, but that is going to be it. He's going to forfeit the rest of the remaining minute and a half of that match. 5-1 for dem0n, and that moves us on to game or map number 3, which will be, I don't know just yet.
Me neither.
They picked the maps off the console. I didn't see. So, but that's quite interesting so far. dem0n's looking, I mean, it's really composed. Really composed. There wasn't a moment where he looked that shaken. And God, though, I really love how he's able to survive. He is quite the little ninja. He's very good at that. Very good at surviving. He's had a lot of games where he's managed to make survivals like that, and it's really awesome to see when you have one player managing to just do the impossible and just keep themselves alive. So it's going to be Lost World. So I mean, I've got to say this. I have no idea who this favors actually between these two players. Really can't make a prediction. But
I feel like favoring dem0n with the way that he's been reading his opponents today. His aggression's been really good in control. So.
Here we go. Fight. And dem0n and God. Interesting start. The shotgun comes out, the weapon of Team Deathmatch. Oh my God, a facial rocket as the pickup of that red goes to God. But God taking really strong rockets from dem0n there. Those were spot on.
Yeah, that was a really well placed final rocket there, because almost everyone can dodge to that place or guard move successfully because people aim towards the door. So dem0n, by aiming like 2 feet away,
yeah, you take the risk of opening up the door for them, but as you say, the presumption from the other player is there. And dem0n now just intercepting. Again, the rockets are just 2 directs back to back. dem0n is really feeling himself at this point in time, and he gets another red. He's got a mega pickup as well. He's loving life. He does take a bit of rocket damage, but look at that rocket jump. Perfect play from dem0n, and the typical classical rocket jump up to get some position, buy some position with that stack that you just won on Lost World, up into the open areas where he can cover it so well with his lightning gun. Lacking some cells maybe, but he's aware that God, he knows God hasn't gone to LG yet. He knows God doesn't have many weapons, and weapons are such a huge consideration on this map, because without LG you can't go into open areas, and without the rockets you cannot be confident in the rest of the map. So it really affects your decision making, and it's good information for dem0n to have. And so far your prediction is ringing true. dem0n is looking like he's got some great reads, but not only great reads, well, I mean, actually the rockets, I mean, in fight reads, the tactical plays from dem0n have been very strong.
Yeah, I'd credit his rocket placement so far.
Give him some good splash damage there. And this could be an opportunity for God now if he can hit some great spam, and this can also, always happen. Maybe even knock him into lava. That could be a way back into the game, but it's not the case. And he's getting pushed away from his mega defense by dem0n there, as dem0n handily picks that one up. God now trapped at the LG. Oh, coming back through, and look at the response from dem0n. The rockets completely saving him there. Bouncing up God, giving him the finish with the LG. Sure, God did a huge amount of damage there. Really efficient dealing of that damage with the LG. I love that from God. It really looked like he disappeared to the LG. But he just came straight back in the blind spot of dem0n.
That was a crazy amount of damage he did. Just, yeah, not quite enough for dem0n stack.
And dem0n managing to keep things just under control still. Like it's like no sweat at all, just not fretting the situation whatsoever as he picks up the Mega. And look at this reign of terror that he is just applying to God as he just runs around Lost World here. And he's going to pick up more LG ammo. And God will get something, a red. And not the yellow though. Here comes dem0n with the plasma gun out. And he is actually someone that has made some incredible plasma plays. Maybe he's the most, out of all the FACEIT Cups, dem0n has shown perhaps the most adept plasma work of all the players we've seen most consistently. So maybe going for a bit of a trademark there with the plasma opening.
Yeah, I like the fact that not that last red armor, but the one before, dem0n didn't even bother engaging the cutoff as Guard tried to exit and instead set himself up to get both yellows. It was a good plan, I thought.
And dem0n is finally looking a little bit worse for wear. He's got a very similar stack to God. God has 50 armor right now, so God has an opening. He's got a window where he can take some action, but he has to read the stacks. Well, look at the LG coming in from God. It's pretty good damage. 50 health there for dem0n, 100 armor. As he's stuck at the teleporter, God are very aware of it. Hits a direct rocket. This could be all God needed to get himself back in this one, but he's got to keep making the plays. It doesn't end with one rocket. It doesn't end with one stream of LG. God has to keep making strong, solid plays with good reads against a very good player as he tries to hide around this corner. dem0n comes out for it though, pressing onto God. The rockets will push God away. Even more splash damage for dem0n as he works his way out onto the map very successfully. And now God is still trying to make good of his small stack advantage now and just to try and whittle that dem0n down, but it's just not happening. dem0n is just so hard to just grip, and you can't just grip him and squeeze the life out of him. He just slips through your fingers every time.
Yeah, he had some great dodging coming out of that doorway not too long ago. I think Guard laid the right trap, but just didn't place his rockets as well as he could have.
And there's a lot of damage plasma coming out. I love the plasma gun. It's so underused. It's such an amazing weapon. 20 damage a bullet. I mean, that's significant. That's two bullets, and that's almost a yellow gone. And how hard is it to hit 2 plasma bullets? So dem0n, I mean, everything God is trying right now, it just doesn't look like he's come close a few times, but dem0n always has an answer. And you could argue as well that he was unlucky on airwalk on a few situations. One could make that argument. So dem0n right now showing himself as a classier player, a player with more substance than God at the current point in time. And it was something we saw from the first games. He really looked like he was hitting his shots, really looked very composed. And that really, for me, is the most important word we've got with dem0n, because one of the things he said he used to suffer from was with his nerves, he would basically lose his composure. He would lose his ability to make good decisions. At first, he said it used to affect his aim, then it affected his decision making, and then he transformed into a player that has a steely resolve when he plays, not really phased by anything in particular. So dem0n is a great player, and it's good to see that he's made such improvements and strides in his game. With 4 minutes left, an 8 frag deficit is definitely recoverable to God, but he just can't get dem0n, and he's not shown to us any kind of precedent that he's able to accomplish even fragging dem0n at this point. But as I say that, dem0n gets caught with a lot of shaft damage, and finally God will take him down, but he's got a lot of work ahead of him. So he makes the rocket jump up to try to go for the read, and dem0n with a great response with the rocket, and will handily deal with that threat. The Lithuanian threat is no threat at all for dem0n. As God calls good game, he knows it's over, forfeits the rest of the remaining time on the map. And dem0n has won not only one match so far in his group, but he's just won 2. Yeah, pretty good work. I mean, he's looking really solid. I'm really looking forward to the next match now, because God and Matrox are both players that you can call them out for some inconsistencies here and there, maybe. And you can also call them out and say, okay, you're not as good as Cooler. I don't think anyone's going to complain if you say, hey, Matrox, you're not as good as Cooler, or God, you're not as good as Cooler. And dem0n is showing some great form, and Cooler's already on the server. But we'll go to a quick break, guys, and when we come back, we'll have dem0n and Cooler ready and waiting for you. The third game of Group A on the FACEIT Winter Season Finale It's going to be good, so don't go anywhere, and make sure to tell your friends and get them on the stream.